A metallic sphere of radius 4.2 centimeters is melted and recast into the shape of a cylinder of radius 6 centimeters. Find the height of the cylinder. See, whenever it is melted and recast, volumes will be same. So here, sphere is melted and recast into the shape of a cylinder. So clearly, volume of sphere equals volume of cylinder. Volume of sphere equals volume of cylinder. So if you write the formulas, volume of sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube and volume of cylinder is pi r square h. Radius of sphere is clearly it is given 4.2 centimeters and radius of cylinder is 6 centimeters. We need to find height. So as the volumes are equal, now if I'll solve the problem here, pi and pi will get cancelled. 4 by 3 into radius of sphere is 4.2. So I'll write 42 by 10 into 42 by 10 into 42 by 10 equals radius of cylinder is 6 into 6 into h. I need to find h. So now, see if I'll calculate this, 4 into 42 into 42 into 42, 3 into 10 into 10 into 10. This 6 and 6 if I'll transpose, as it is multiplication, they'll become division, 6 into 6 equals h. Now see, 6 times 1, 6 times 7, 6 times 1, 6 times 7, 3 times 1, 3 times 14, 3 times 14. Now see here all 10s are there. So what I'll do, I'll just multiply the numerator. Numerator is here 4 into 14 into 7 into 7 by 1000. So instead of cancellation, what I'll do is I'll multiply 4 into 14, 28, 56, and 56 when you'll multiply with 49, you'll get h equals 2744 by 1000. So as we are dividing with like 1000 3 digits, after 3 digits just you can keep the decimal. So h equals 2.744 centimeters, or you can write h equals 2.74 centimeters. So whenever they'll say a solid metal is melted and recast into some other shape, so the volumes will be same. So volume of the first shape will be equal to volume of the second shape, then whatever they ask you can calculate. 3 metallic spheres of radii 6 centimeters, 8 centimeters and 10 centimeters respectively are melted together to form a single solid sphere. Find the radius of the resulting solid sphere. So now here, see 3 spheres of radius. I'll take here like first one, I'll consider radius R1 as 6 centimeters. Second one, R2 I'll consider as 8 centimeters. Third one, I'll take radius as 10 centimeters because it's given third one is 10 centimeters. So now these are melted to make a big sphere whose radius is I'll consider as R. So whenever it is melted, so volume of sphere with radius R1 plus volume of sphere with radius R2 plus volume of sphere with radius R3 will be equal to volume of sphere with radius r. So now if I'll write the formulas, 4 by 3 pi, radius is r1, so r1 cube, 4 by 3 pi r2 cube, 4 by 3 pi r3 cube equals 4 by 3 pi r cube, because volume of sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Now if I'll simplify this, see, in all the terms 4 by 3 pi is common, so I'll take 4 by 3 pi common. So I'll be left with r1 cube plus r2 cube plus r3 cube equals 4 by 3 pi capital R cube. Now 4 by 3 pi and 4 by 3 pi I can cancel. So r1 is 6 cube, r2 is 8 cube, r3 is 10 cube, which is equal to r cube. 6 cube is 216. 6 into 6 36 into 6 216, and 8 cube is 8864, 64 times 8 512, 10 cube is 1000 equals r cube. So if we'll simplify, if we'll add this, 1728 equals r cube. So r cube value is 1728. R is cube root 1728. So if you'll do prime factorization, so you'll get like 2 into 2 into 2, 2 into 2, and so I'll do one thing, I'll write here. So r equals cube root 1728 prime factors is 2 into 2 into 2, 2 into 2 into 2, and 3 into 3 into 3. As it is cube root, if 3 numbers are common, outside you can write 1, and here it is 3. So it is 2 into 2 into 2, 2 into 2 into 3 is 12. So radius is 12 centimeters. So the radius of resulting sphere is 12 centimeters. A 20-meter deep well of diameter 7 meters is dug, and the earth got by digging is evenly spread out to form a rectangular platform of base 22 meters and 14 meters. Find the height of the platform. So here, a 20-meter deep well, height is 20 and diameter is 7 meters. So radius is 7 by 2 meters, is dug, and with the help of this sand, this is spread evenly and they form like a cuboid. It is in the form of a cuboid whose length and breadth are given. Length is 22 meter, breadth is 14 meter, height we need to find. So here, volume of well equal to volume of platform, because with the help of same sand they got here. Volume of well equals volume of platform. So now see, I'll write the same step here. Volume of well equals volume of platform. Volume of platform. And here very clearly, well is in the form of a cylinder. So volume of well is in the form of a cylinder and it is cuboid. So if I'll write the formulas, pi r square h equals L into B into h. Now if I'll substitute the values here, 22 by 7, radius of cylinder is 7 by 2 into 7 by 2 into height is 20, length is 22, breadth is 14, we need to find height. Now I'll write the values again, 22 into 7 into 7 into 20 by 7 into 2 into 2. If we'll transpose these two values, 22 into 14, as it was multiplication, so it will become division. So now 7, 7, 22, 22. 7 times 1, 7 times 2, 2 times 1, 2 times 10, 2 times 1, 2 times 5. So height is 5 by 2 meters. So you can write height as 2.5 meters. 2.5 meters or 5 by 2 meters. A well of diameter 14 meter is dug 15 meters deep. The earth taken out of it has been spread evenly to form circular embankment all around the well of width 7 meters. Find the height of the embankment. So here a well of diameter 14 meters and height 15 meters deep. The earth taken out of it has been made all around the well to form an like embankment. See, if you'll see from the top view, it will be this way. It will be in the shape of a ring whose width is 7. Width is 7 meter. So here radius of well is 7 meters and width is 7 meters. So what I'll do to find the embankment, see small r is 7 and capital R, small r will be 7 and capital R is 14 meters. Because embankment is in the shape of a ring. Now, volume of well equals volume of embankment. So, volume of well formula is pi r square h. Embankment is pi capital R square minus small r square into h. So now here if I substitute the values, pi and pi cancel. So small r for well it is radius is 7 into 7 into h. For embankment which is in the shape of a ring, capital R is 14 minus 7 square into h, which I need to find. So here height of the well is given, which is 15. So 7 into 15. Here I'll use a plus b into a minus b. 14 plus 7, 14 minus 7. So 7 into 15. 21 into 7 into h. So 7 into 15. If we'll transpose 21 and 7, so divided by 21 into 7 equals h. 7 cancel. 7 times 1, 7 times 3. 3 times 1, 3 times 5. So height is 5 meters. So this problem, see they got the sand from the well. With the help of the well, they made the embankment. Embankment is nothing but it is in the shape of a ring. So we need to find the height of the embankment. So I use the volume of well equals volume of embankment. So embankment is nothing but it's, see volume general formula is area of the base into height. Here area of ring into height. Ring is nothing but which is pi capital R square minus small r square into height. General formula for volume is area of the base times height. A container shaped a right circular cylinder having diameter 12 centimeters and height 15 centimeters is full of ice cream. The ice cream is to be filled into cones of height 12 centimeters and diameter 6 centimeters, making a hemispherical shape on the top. Find the number of such cones which can be filled with ice cream. So here, a cylindrical container whose dimensions are like diameter is 12. So radius will be half of the diameter 6 centimeters. Height is 15. Is melted, not melted. From this the ice cream is filled in the shape of a cone with a hemispherical top. So here the height of the cone is 12 centimeters and diameter is 6 centimeters. So radius is half of 6, which is 3 centimeters. Radius of hemisphere is also same, 3 centimeters. Now here, volume of cylinder equals, they made how many ice creams. Whenever they'll ask how many, just write n. N into, here two things we have. One is cone, volume of cone plus volume of hemisphere. So if you'll write the formulas, volume of cylinder is pi r square h here, and volume of n into volume of cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h, and here 2 by 3 pi r cube. So here if you want this radius of cylinder, and this one radius is, diameter of cylinder is 12, you can use capital letters. So radius will be 6 to avoid the confusion. So here capital H. So while writing formula also, just to avoid the confusion, because here also we have radius and height. So pi r square h. Now what I'll do here, see, while solving in the first step only, I'll take pi r square h equals n into, in this I'll take common in this one. So if I'll take common, n into, I'll take 1 by 3 pi r square, I'll take common. So I'll be left with h plus 2r. Pi and pi will get cancelled. Now I'll substitute the values. So r is here 6 into 6, height is 15. Here n into 1 by 3, radius is 3, so 3 into 3, height of the cone is 12 plus 2 into 3. Now 6 into 6 into 15, n into 1, 3 and 3 cancel, so 3 into 12 plus 6, so 6 into 6 into 15, n into 3 into 12 plus 6 is 18. So 6 into 6 into 15 by 3 times 18 is n. 3 times 1, 3 times 2, 6 times 1, 6 times 3, 3 times 1, 3 times 5. So 2 into 5, n is 10 cone ice creams. So number of such cones which can be filled with ice cream is 10. 10 cone ice creams with hemispherical tops can be filled with the cream which is in the cylinder. So whenever they'll say, see, my advice is do this type of problems at a stretch, and volume of cylinder and volume of what they gave, and whatever they are asking number of things, there you write n. They ask number of cone ice creams with hemispherical top, so beside that I'll write n and I'll find the value of n. How many silver coins 1.75 centimeter in diameter and thickness 2 millimeter needed to be melted to form a cuboid? See, again it is melted, but here how many silver coins to form a cuboid of dimensions 5.5 centimeters, 10 centimeters and 3.5 centimeters. So here silver coin, so it is coin will be in the shape of cylinder. So diameter is 1.75 centimeters. So radius will be 1.75 by 2. So if we'll take out the decimal, 175 by 200. So if we'll cancel with 25, 25 times 7, 25 times 8. And height also here, height is 2 millimeters. So if we'll change in centimeters, 2 by 10 centimeters. This is melted and they got the cuboid whose dimensions is like here, length is 5.5 centimeters, breadth is 10 centimeters, height is 3.5 centimeters. So they're asking how many coins should be melted. So here I'll write N. So while writing formula, N into volume of cylinder, N into volume of cylinder, which is nothing but in the coin, is equal to volume of cuboid. So now if I write the formulas, N into volume of cylinder is pi r square h, volume of cuboid is L into B into h. If I'll substitute the values, N which I need to find, pi is 22 by 7, radius is 7 by 8 into 7 by 8, and height is 2 by 10, 5.5 into 10 into 3.5. So here, see N into 22 by 7 into 7 by 8 into 7 by 8 into 2 by 10. If I'll take out the decimal here, 55 by 10 into 10 into 35 by 10. Now as I need to find N, I'll make N as a subject. So N equals, the values in the numerator here, 55 into 10 into 35. The values which are in the denominator here, I'll take towards right side. So it will become into 7 into 8 into 8 into 10. And now the values in the denominator are 10 and 10. And here numerator values, if I'll transpose, they'll come here in the right side on the denominator. So 10 into 10 into 22 into 7 into 7 into 2. Now if I'll simplify, see, slowly if you do it, 10 and 10, 10 and 10. 7 times 1, 7 times 5, 11 times 2, 11 times 5. And here 2 times 1, 2 times 4, 7, 7, 2 times 1, 2 times 4. So you are left with 5, 5, 4, 4. 5 into 5, or otherwise you can do 5 into 4, 20, 5 into 4, 20. 20 into 20, 400. So total 400 coins. 400 silver coins are required to form a cuboid of dimensions 5.5 centimeters, 10 centimeters and 3.5 centimeters. A vessel is in the form of an inverted cone. Its height is 8 centimeters and radius of its top is 5 centimeters. It is filled with water up to the rim. When the lead shots each of which is sphere of radius 0.5 centimeters are dropped into the vessel, 1/4 of the water flows out. Find the number of lead shots. So here, inverted cone whose dimensions are radius of a cone, write capital R. Radius of a cone is here 5 centimeters and height of the cone is 8 centimeters. See, lead shots have been dropped whose radius is 0.5 centimeters. So they're asking how many lead shots. So I'll use N. So here number of lead shots equals 1/4 of volume of cone, because only 1/4 of the water flows out. For example, in this there are like 4 liters. 4 liters. Only 1/4 means only 1 liter of water flows out. So that's why I'll take 1/4 of the volume of cone. Now I'll write the volume. So N into lead shot is volume of sphere. So N into volume of sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube, and 1/4 of volume of cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h. Pi and pi and pi cancel, 3 and 3 also cancel. Now N into volume of cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h. 4 into radius is 0.5. 0.5 I can write as 5 by 10, which is nothing but 1 by 2. 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. 1 by 4 into radius of cone is 5 into 5 into height is 8. So here see 2 times 1, 2 times 2, 2 and 2 cancel. So n 4 times 1, 4 times 2. So n equals 5 into 5 into 2. This 2 if I'll take towards right side into 2. 5 into 5, 25, 25 times 2, it's 50, 50 times 2, 100. So 100 lead shots. So 100 lead shots have been used, dropped into the cone so that 1/4 of the water flows out. A solid metallic sphere of diameter 28 centimeters is melted and recast into a number of smaller cones, each of diameter 2 by 3 centimeters and height 3 centimeters. So here, find the number of cones. So here, sphere of diameter 28 centimeters, so radius is 28 by 2, which is 14 centimeters, is melted and recast into a small cones whose radius is not given, diameter is given. So diameter is 4 2 by 3. Diameter is 3 times 4, 12 plus 2, 14 by 3. So radius is half of diameter. So clearly radius is 7 by 3 because 2 times 1, 2 times 7. And height of the cone is 3 centimeters. So they're asking how many cones. So I'll use here n. So volume of sphere equals n into volume of cone. So formula is volume of sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube, and n into volume of cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h. Pi cancel, 3 and 3 also cancel. Now I need to find n. So 4 into radius is 14 into 14 into 14, and radius of cone is 7 by 3 into 7 by 3 and height is 3. So 3 and 3 cancel as I need to find n. So 4 into 14 into 14 into 14 into 3. This 3 will transpose here into 3 by 7 into 7 equals n. 7 times 1, 7 times 2, 7 times 1, 7 times 2. So 4 into 2 into 2 into 14 into 3. So 4 times 2 is 8. So 8 into 2 is 16. 16 into 3 is 48. 48 into 14 is 672. N is 672. So find the number of cones. Number of cones is 672. So 672 cones will be formed if we melt a sphere of diameter 28 centimeters.